Shocking 90-10 fishing zone evidence. Hey there, Joe Simons here with Salt Strong. Wait until you see this. If you're not familiar with what the 90-10 zone means, it simply means that 90% of the feeding fish can be found in 10% of any area at any given tide, time of day, etc. This is massive because that means if you're not fishing in the 90-10 zone, you are not going to catch fish, or your chances go way, way, way down. Vice versa, if you are fishing in the 90-10 zone, which I'm about to show you in this amazing footage here, your chances of catching fish skyrocket. This is what separates the people who catch a lot of fish and don't. Some of us get lucky and just find ourselves in the 90-10 zone and we catch a lot of fish and we can't really ever put it together on why it happened. There's others, like a lot of full-time guides, they know how to find this 90-10 zone. That's why they're so consistent. The good news is we have a recipe that we put together. It's 3 steps that enables us to find this 90-10 zone in any given area. You know, Texas, Florida, Virginia, the Carolinas, it doesn't really matter. It is predictable and it is different in every area. Every area is obviously a little bit different, and I'll tell you how we can give you that in a second. But first, let me show you this evidence from the drone on the 90-10 zone. And so what it means, as I said, is that in any given day, time, etc., 90% of the feeding fish are going to be in 10% of any area. Let's assume this whole screen here is 100%. So I'm about to show you that 90% of all the fish in this entire screen, and this doesn't matter how big of an area or big or small of an area you do, this always holds true. We've taken the drone up so many times to prove this, and that 90% of all the feeding fish are going to be right in this area. Keep looking down in this white pothole here, and I'm going to tell you why in just a second. So watch as I go down here. So the drone's going down. You can see right here, there's a pretty big fish. Look at these right here, and this is still up really, really high. And you're about to see a ton of fish. I mean, look at the size of that snook. These are all some redfish over here. There's also some trout mixed in. I mean, there are a ton of fish all right here in this one pocket. That's a really big overslot snook right there. I mean, look at this. Oh, wait. Oh, these are all trout. I mean, look how many fish are all right here in this one area. This is the 90-10 zone. And guess what? We caught a lot of fish right here in this spot because we were able to predict that they would be here. And let me just tell you why real quick so you can understand why we knew they would be here during that day. This was the winter, and this is obviously for the winter time. I'm doing this video here, why it's cold. I got a jacket on. What happened was that evening, the wind was going this way. It was going from left to right. Obviously, this is a little bit of a weird angle, but it was going this way. So this was the wind-protected shoreline. What that means is this shoreline is going to be slightly warmer than the rest of this bay that was wide open. It was getting hit with chop and wind all night long. The area that doesn't have the wind hitting it because these mangrove trees were blocking it, this is going to be maybe 1.5 degrees warmer, but that's where the fish will go. And when they find a pothole like this, which is a type of structure, they are going to be here. So we were able to look at this area on a satellite map and predict with pretty accuracy that the fish would be here, and they were. When we took the drone up, obviously they were just stacked in here, and guess what? That was where we caught fish. Now what happens is the majority of anglers go out and they're just fishing the whole shoreline, and by the time they get here, they don't know they're there or they spook them. That is why so few anglers consistently catch fish like they want to. Here is the good news. As I mentioned, we have a 90-10 recipe, and it's different for every state. And we've got our coaches involved in this. This is a pretty big production, and we want to give it to you for free. It's our way of putting our best foot forward in hopes that you join us in the club. And it's a cool little survey. So we do ask you a couple questions, including, what state do you fish in? Are you fishing from shore or from land, etc., because it does make a difference. And then you put your email in, and we send you a customized video for your area. And we get on satellite maps and show you here in the wintertime and early spring how we use this 90-10 recipe to predict with pretty good accuracy where the fish will be, where the 90-10 zone will be, so that you can start on your very next trip avoiding the dead zones, right? All this is a dead zone. There's no fish out here, and start fishing in the hot zones in that 90-10 zone. So if that sounds like something you'd like and you want to have it for here for the winter time because we're going to keep it free here for the winter and early spring. Get it now while you still can. Once again, completely free, and it is for your area. There is a different customized video for every single state and every scenario, and we will email it to you. You can rewatch it as many times as you want. It is incredibly valuable. Once you have a recipe like this, you can start going out with accuracy and with confidence and start predicting where these feeding fish will be. How cool is that? So all you have to do next is click the link down below. You'll see a little video from my brother Luke and myself just explaining what it is. You click the button that says start survey, you fill out the answers, put your email in, and boom, we are going to send you a personalized video that shows you in your area, in your region, how to find the 90-10 zone faster than ever before. So click down below right now, and we'll see you on the other side.